Can you explain what is Prohi?
Prohi, Prohi, it's a non-profit registered organization, and the abbreviation stands for Program for Rehabilitation of Hearing Impaired. It was initiative taken by myself back in 1995, and we started with the first deaf school in Mirpur. And Prohi is concerned with everything that is with deaf children, their education and their rehabilitation as useful member into the society.
How you got this idea?
I'm still a bachelor, 50 years of age. I don't have my own children, so I thought it's worthwhile and a noble cause if I pick up deaf children who can be educated and they can be made useful member of the society.
Can you explain when you got this idea? What was the situation in Azad Kashmir?
The situation in Azad Kashmir was that we had no school for deaf children altogether. So, starting with my own admission in Allama Iqbal Open University as a student of MA Special Education, starting with just 10 children of Mirpur city and starting with a small school. I feel so good about it that over the period of 12 years now, 12 children, 26 children, they are passed, they completed the primary education, they are into the next phase of getting vocational training, vocational expertise, so that they can earn and they can be very useful members of the society on their own.
Which kind of help you got from the government of Azad Kashmir in a beginning stage?
I mean, it is very sad. I mean, it is very sad anyway that the government of Azad Jammu and Kashmir is completely arrogant. I mean, they don't even consider it because it's something of importance. And even after 12 years of struggle, the government of Azad Kashmir doesn't have a single school of their own. But Prohi showed a way that something can be done. And if people get onto their own selves, they can start with something for the education of special children. It's a very satisfying experience for me that presently we have got four schools in Mirpur. I mean, for blind, for mentally retarded also. And in Azad Kashmir all over, we have got another deaf boy. He's doing very good in Kotli. He is running a deaf school for the last 6-7 years. There's another gentleman who is running a school for deaf children in Prohi. There is another lady who has got a deaf child. She has started with a school 2 years back in Ravlakot also. And there is a school in Muzaffarabad by the federal government of Pakistan. They are now admitting deaf children. So we got something like 5 schools.
So you see that's your achievement?
I think so. I mean, it's not the end of everything, but I think so. Okay, at least we do have few schools now, and we have taken the first step towards rehabilitating, educating deaf children of Azad Kashmir.
So after 10 or 12 years of Prohi, how many students passed or left after education?
I mean, for my own school in Mirpur, 26 children, they have completed the primary education. They are on with their vocational training, and some of them they are studying in schools in Pindi. Presently, we do have enrolled strength of 28 students which are studying in different classes, but the physical target is pretty big. Only in Mirpur district, we have got something like 1,230 deaf people. And in the population of Azad Kashmir with something like 3 million population, 3 million plus population, we got 8,000 deaf people living in that part of Kashmir, which need education, vocational rehabilitation, and I mean, they can do something very good for themselves if they just provided with a bit of training, bit of education, and I think so we will be moving on with it. I'm not giving up anyway.
All right. But after this successful, Prohi and then 4 more schools, what is your next targets?
Next target is definitely, I'm looking at whole of Azad Kashmir now and trying to develop linkages with people in different places. So we can provide with technical assistance to people, anybody who's interested in some form. If somebody was a child, if somebody wants to do and start with this kind of a school, we will be providing technical assistance, and we look forward to it. In the next couple of years we'll be having many more schools also in Azad Kashmir, in different small towns of Azad Kashmir now.
What is your message to the government of Azad Kashmir and government of Pakistan, and also British Pakistanis and Kashmiris and international community? What you want from them?
I would like that government of Azad Kashmir should now take it seriously now. What 4 schools in Mirpur and another 4-5 around in different places, what they're doing, they have to be provided with assistance in the form of the government should at least provide them with some kind of a land so that they can build their own permanent schools at those places. The government should really recognize the need of educating these children, not even only giving them with the stipend sort of a thing so that they become beggars. They should be educated, they should be made some useful members of society so that they can live with respect and dignity. With community in England, I am very happy the way community is supporting all the deaf schools of Mirpur. They have come forward, they're supporting everybody in a nice way, and that's very encouraging.
All right, thank you very much, Zahid.
Thank you very much. क्या ख्याल है, ठीक हो गया?